Nope, I'm just gonna switch to Final Fantasy 14. Yet. I'm kind of tempted to, but it's definitely not getting in the viewers. Sad that I still am not attracting any viewers. That's all right, Reno. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, we'll hop on Final Fantasy 14 and do the summer event. That just went live 6 days ago. I was like, dang it, great. Don't worry, I'm still here. And maybe if there's some time after doing the summer event, then we'll dabble a little more in the main story quest for Dawn Trail, because I'm still pretty behind on that. Oh, that's loud. Fuck. That's loud. Also, my microphone's too loud. There we go. You know, it wasn't loud for the stream, but it was loud for everyone else. Or for me, I mean. And a copy of Heart Gold for a decent price was out for delivery, but it's getting sent back due to bad address. Oh, that sucks. Guess you gave him the wrong address. Or maybe they wrote down your address wrong. Right. Stop. That's the wrong image. Absolutely. Perfection. That's better. fireworks going. Can't see them. Bloody buildings. I think there is. So when the summer event is live, there's fireworks every evening. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, the building's literally blocked. By evening, I mean in-game evening. Not real life evening. And there'd be fewer fireworks. Furniture pieces, or those the things we got from our retainer, the seals. I don't need them. Games you wanted except for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I see. I still got my copy of Soul Silver, thankfully. Along with the box and the Poker Walker, which is nice. Yeah, that's fair. Definitely recommend it if you could find the game for cheap. That is, like if you can just get it as a card, as just the game itself, that's good. All right, that's bloody yeah. Elements. Okay. Gotta go this way. Oh yeah, yeah. The games complete are pretty pricey. Because they came in like a really big box and came with the Poker Walker accessory, which you do not need, but it's a nice thing. Oh. Apparently someone bowed to me. Where are they? Oh, now they left. Booey. Someone did an emote on me. I couldn't reciprocate. Oh no, there they are. talk to this Lalafell over here. Fire red, beast green. We get an emote from it too. I spy a familiar face who looks like he could do with some proper summer recreation. That's right, the sun's rays are out in full force, and so is our beloved Moonfire Faire. Days the event doubles as free promotion for the Adventurers Guild, you know. Brave and the bold show off their heroics, and afterwards the fair guests flock to the guild in droves to hire them. Real star of the show is the acclaimed Eorzean Nimble Warrior, of course, bringing in hundreds upon thousands of new challengers. Anyway, we could really use some more help out there, so for a chance of your interest, you should suggest you ship out to Costa del Sol and speak to our chief chaperone, Herman. See him. There's a sight for sore eyes. Did Mayaru Moyaru send you out here to lend a hand? Here the event is shaping up to be a thrill, visitors and staff alike. I'm going to give you a brief outline of what we have planned. In case the screaming and splashing has given away, we've brought back the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course, with all of its explosive charges intact. So this is just a really big jump puzzle where you have to navigate by jumping and climbing and dodging and such. You don't get anything from it, it's just something fun to do. Summer sun gets to be too much. Grant yourself a refreshing reprieve by enjoying an icy treat or playing with polar bears. Even better, this year we've added a little Far Eastern flair with these hand fans. They're called Uchiwa, and they drive away evil spirits, or so I'm told. To ensure their authenticity, we hired an expert in the art of the festival, a little Namazu fellow, to craft us 100 crates of them. What color could be more fitting for Moonfire than bright blazing red? As the origins of the event can be traced back to the bombard hunts of years past, I say Uchiwa are a perfect fit for the spirit of the occasion. And judging from the sizable crowds, I'm far from the only one. Downside, of course, is that we presently find ourselves quite ill-equipped to manage a turnout of this magnitude. Personally, I'd like to bolster our security cadre if I can. As it stands, none of us would be able to leave our posts in the event of a serious emergency, so given the fortuitous timing of your arrival, could I ask you to... Monster! Ah! Did she say monster? Damn it, all the people are starting to panic. Please, Crick, you gotta help us. I'll stay here and try to keep the crowd calm. You head north and find that woman. Yes. All the way over here. We didn't need to whip out our mount. Monster was just here, I swear. It was leering at me from behind the rock, making these off-kilter little motions, and I ran off to the east. But for certain it would come over here and I'd go faint. I need to go lie down. Blues. Guest. And a chance against that thing. Should have seen it. I was minding my own business out here, practicing my stuff, when suddenly that thing showed up out of nowhere to challenge me to a dance-off. Then after it utterly trounced me, it raced off again. Whether I could tell you where or even which direction, although come to think of it, I believe I saw something fall from its body. It doesn't matter much to me anymore. I can hear summer's call, must be heeded, to the ocean with me. Whatever fell off the thing, you'll find it lying over there if you think it will help your search. I look at my hand. Ah, there he is. Oh, hey, it's the two people from last year. Armaga told us you might be in need of urgent assistance, so here we are. Heard reports of a green monster running amok. Have you learned aught in the way of a clue? Yeah, I picked up this thing. Up something, did it? Looks to be a needle by my reckoning. It's obvious we're dealing with an inebriated weaver. No, they mentioned a green thing, so it's a cactar. Cactars in La Nausicaa, of all places? Surely it would struggle to survive so far removed from their native habitat of Thanalin. I'm so sorry about this. Madame Memija. If I'm not mistaken, was it not Master Yagaruju himself that invited you out to Cost of the Soul? Yes, I traveled all the way from Ola at the summons of my friend Yagaruju. Naturally, I couldn't bear the thought of my dear pets missing out on the fun and festivities, so I brought them along with me. Not for a moment did I ever think they would act out like this. You have my deepest apologies. We're the perfect angels when we stopped in to see Gagaruju. He even gave them treats. But the moment I stepped away for a drink, they went mad and poor Gagaruju couldn't rein them in. By the time I got back, they were gone. I swear to you, this has never happened before. That would certainly explain how a cactar ended up in La Nausicaa. Regardless, if your pets pose a danger to the fairgoers, may have to subdue them by force. No, please, I've raised them since they were pups. They'd never hurt a fly. Fancy the prospect myself, but what other option is there? Given that the Moonfire Faire would have no venue were it not for Master Gigaruju, I'd obviously prefer we didn't upset a dear friend of his. Yes, termination should be a last resort. Let's first attempt to capture them. Sensible plan. Should things turn violent, we'll only frighten the attendees. It's possible from our subtle approach. Just the three of us, perhaps. Indeed, I would see this situation sorted swiftly so they may return to the fair. Work quickly and may manage to find it before it escapes the bounds of Cost of the Soul. Let's suppose we split up. You search the west side of the island. Okay. So we're just gonna search in that big orange circle. Oh, there we go. Jeez, look at him go. That's obviously drunk. Find something? Did, but how are we going to capture it? Never seen a cactar look so dangerous. It's just me as a radiating aura of pure malice. I've seen the poor thing like this either. Come to think of it, Gikaruju told me it seemed though they were possessed. case, perhaps Ura is an evil spirit. We could purify it somehow. What that thing needs is an exorcism. Perhaps an Uchiwa would help? Of course, in the Far East, they use Uchiwa to ward off evil spirits, right? Maybe our Festival of Fans would work. In that case, allow me to do the honors. Evil spirit begone, Uchiwa Shoi. Oh, he's cured. Yes, well, that was easy. Shall we head back for drinks? I'm really sorry to interject, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. That's only one of my dear cactars. I'm still missing the other 6. We appreciate you finding Cacti, of course, but I'm worried about Cactillo and Cactina and Cactistifer and... Oh, wait, so when you said pets, you brought 7 cactars to La Noseka? Concerning then that we scoured every inch of the island and only found 1. Appears we'll have to take our search to the mainland. Very well, let us take up our Uchiwa and find these cactars so we may ease them of their torment. Oh, whoops. I don't know why I clicked on decline for some. Now we get to see this. No, we can skip this one. There, we now know the emote that they're giving out for this event. Trying to see if I get things aligned properly. Alright, let's see here. Emotes. Get a new one. It's not, shame is not a emote where you just constantly swing the fan. First, we must seek out these cactars. So as one is located, save it and with a gust from your Uchiwa and bring it back here. Thankfully, we just need to find 2 of them. One. The cactar appears to have snapped out of it, whatever it may have been. Have any eyes? Eager for your company, he walks right up to you, allowing you to grab it. I take damage in the water. Like how there's some decorations all the way out here. I found 2 cactars. Oh. Cool, so we found all 7. We contributed only 2. Grab myself a drink and find a nice vantage point, preferably somewhere in the shade. Oh, take me with you. I've been dying for a drink. Alas, the crisis is well and truly averted. Now I can return my focus to what matters most, ensuring a spectacular time is had by all. Seeing as how Mega still needs a status report, can I ask you to see to that? Welcome back. You had the cactar crisis well in hand. You've done your part to keep the peace, and for that I thank you. What's this I hear about a malicious Ura? Efficacy of the Uchiwa side, I'd rather like to get to the bottom of this, lest we suffer the same problem next year. So, here's the Lalafels here to explain it all. Wanted to report that the pet cactars are resting safely away from the main festivities. I asked another chaperone to keep an eye on them. Not apologize enough for the trouble I've caused. Yes, well, I'm glad to have this matter settled quietly. My lovely ladies were quite frightened. That being said, speaking as one who has seen his share of dancers, your pets have star potential, my dear Memija. Truly, perhaps I should have had them formally trained. You're not seriously going to encourage that behavior, are you? Lest you forget it was pure coincidence that we found a peaceable solution for the use of our Uchiwa. For something like this to happen again, that luck may not hold. Surely you don't. I've learned my lesson, I swear it. As soon as we're home, I'll ensure they're trained to stay at my side at all times. That's all I ask. Incidentally, did you notice anything that might have served as a catalyst to their comforting? No, I'm afraid not. I was away at the time, you see. I thought it quite strange myself. One moment they were downing their wine like sailors, and the next as though they were possessed by some manner of wicked spirit. Oh, Gagaruju, you silly rich idiot. That's why the Cactars were acting as such. They were actually drunk. They were drinking wine, my lord. And what a fine vintage it was. I was delighted to be in like-minded company. Oh, the great conversation we could have had if they could speak. Image, I can't believe I'm asking this, but is wine safe for Cactars? Should I know? I've only given them the finest spring water from the mountains of Kurthus myself. So they were just drunk. Ha! They barely had a cupful each. And besides, not like I poured the stuff down their throats, did I? But that would be enough for something like a cactar. A sentient plant. Alright, look, perhaps sharing a bottle wasn't the best of ideas, but how was I to know they couldn't hold their drink? Personally, I'm just glad the mystery's been put to rest. Seeing as Image has learned her lesson, I dare say we won't be seeing a repeat of this incident. Well, just in case someone else gives wine to some other Cactars, I'll be sure to let the chaperone team know to reach for an Uchiwa rather than a weapon. Most appreciated, Palbiano. Now let's return to the festival. The Adventurers Guild won't promote itself, you know. As for you, Crick, on behalf from the entire chaperone team, I thank you. Enjoy the remainder of the event and don't be a stranger. Yes. There, that's the summer event for this year anyway. Get a Chivo and an emote. Oh, there's Alpha. Here to enjoy the festivities. Yeah, usually there's various NPCs scattered about the whole place. That's a person. Take the time to walk around. These guys are already here. Oh, well, there's Poblanio and her Imogen, her entourage of Cactars. I'll have to vacation here again sometime. Perhaps I'll even bring my Spriggans. Oh no, those would be worse. Those would be much worse. I think he was last a couple years ago. And a bear. Oh, there's Loperit. Oh, it's Puddingway. Puddingway's here. Always searching for that pud. He is. the the leader of the all-female pirate band. Probably got her eye on Avalon. And they're not reacting. Okay. Guess there's no dialogue. They're just there. Got these three manly men. This time they're being guided by some Namazu, and they're flexing. That was it. Give this a shot. Try the nimble. Oh, okay, never mind. We already skipped the first half. We're on the second half, which is the actual tower itself. There's two ways to do it. You can either do it, climb up this mess, or you can climb up that mess. Oh, there's Emmeline. Emmeline and Honoroy. I forget his name. Have enough lift on that one. Nice. We can go down the slide. There's more to it. Oh. There's still this stretch up here. You start that by trying to jump on that, which I completely failed. Completely overshot that. Thankfully, we can talk to this guy so that we don't have to do that jumping, that early jumping stuff. Oh, still screwed it up. Doesn't help that the game is actually hiccuping on me right now. But there we go. Oof. Thought I was gonna jump too far. Yeah, just like that. Exactly what I was hoping. Hoping that wouldn't happen. Again, you don't get anything for climbing this tower. It's just a fun little thing. If anything, you get like bragging rights. Of course, they had to put bombs in certain spots. Wait for it to explode. nice. Made it this far. Starting point. Oh, gotta be careful here too. There we go. Fortunately, we can't jump all the way to that one. That must be. That's probably what it wants us to do. Yep. Wants us to try to get on that one. Spicy one. Oh, that's what it wants us to do. Oh, okay, I see. That we can just fall on. This is gonna be twicky. Now for this, it wants us to go on this pillar. How am I supposed to get on that one? Oh, just by gunning it, that's how. Oh, okay, I see. Oh! Thought I was gonna jump over it. That's why I hesitated just now. Far enough. Yeah, we still got minutes, or 20-ish minutes. Almost fell off that one. do need to go on this one, which I then screw it up again because perspective. And that happened. Yeah, screw that. We're done. The heck with that. Alright, so I guess with the half hour I get left, roughly. Or maybe 15 minutes, yeah. Let's go ahead. See if we can do some more progress in the main story. That way we get a little bit of content happening. This is where we last left off. Here we got quests all over the place to do. With this one being the most important one because it actually unlocked. Well, it's part of the story, or part of it has its own story. Determine that the rest of the quests in this area don't give out anything other than EXP. Boss, I don't got no tuna. Who are you? Oh, I guess we found our guy. Miss ship, but what do you want with me? Found him. Nice work, Crick. Tekwa, what are you doing here? For you. Word around town you were in a hurry to leave to Yok Toral, but I'm afraid I can't let you leave just yet. May not look it, but the mess ship is quite the popular minstrel in Satwi. Or at least he was. It's been what feels like an age since last he wrote a song, and you can only make so much singing the same old tune. You can only make so much singing the same old tune day in, day out. Came to me for help, and I gladly offered him a loan. It should have been enough to help him get by until inspiration struck. It hasn't, and with no money to pay you back, I panicked. Maybe if I sold my instruments, Those instruments are your livelihood. I could never ask you to do such a thing. Here, give me your hand. Looks at his hand. But I've yet to return what I already owe. You need is to meet new people, see new places, experience more of the world than just Usawatwi. Minstrel's inspiration doesn't just come from thin air, right? Not wrong. All I could think about was how my songs weren't good enough anymore, how everyone was disappointed in me. My heart was so full with fear and anxiety because there was no room left for music. Take that money and go to Yoktorol. The next month I want you to travel, see everything there is to see, find your muse, and bring back the Semeship we all know and love. Thank you, Sitakwa. Won't let this gil go to waste, I swear it. Guy's the good kind of money shark. What do you think? A job well done, wouldn't you say? Man, that was quite generous of you. What do you expect me to do? I'm not a monster. Besides, I see this as more as an investment for the future. Still one last client left on my list. One more opportunity for you to learn about my work. Oh, we'll get some food for this one. I want to see a young dancer by the name of Palmezi. She's pretty famous in Huastawi. I can't pronounce that word anymore. Usatawi. Okay, no, I was getting it. Aulani. It was a real shame when she had to quit on account of being so sick. The medicine she needed was expensive, to say the least, but I footed the bill. She reached out to me not long ago with good news that she's not only fully recovered, but looking to start dancing again. Going to be a comeback performance soon, but she asked me to stop by to discuss something beforehand. Can't imagine what, though. There's still plenty of time before she needs to make her first payment. In any case, let's go and pay her a visit. Yeah, I'm not walking all the way back there. So good to see you. Oh, and you brought a friend. Well, let me get right to the point. I want you to help promote my upcoming show, and I want you to do it with dancing. What? Dancing? You can't be serious. Far more exciting alternative than standing idle passing around flyers, surely. I see now, well, you can dance after you've had a few drinks at the saloon. All the proceeds would go towards repaying my debt to you, with interest. So the more people there are in attendance, the sooner you can be repaid in full. Your friend here? He's not from Tyrol, is he? I have no doubt he knows a step or two that'll draw the eyes of passerby. So what do you say? Oh, friend, I hope you're wearing your dancing shoes. We must go and dance for the good folks of Usatoi. Let's go and garner what interest we can in the show and meet here afterward. Now we're gonna go up to 3 NPCs and dance. Dance our little lullaby jig. Make sure we got room. Goodness, what did I do to deserve this performance? Comeback performance of a famed dancer? I've never seen one of these shows before. It will make a wonderful story to share when I return home. Got one sucker. Oh, right, we got to do the corn servant, too. He's important. We'll get him dealt with once we get this particular quest dealt with. Not sure what we did to deserve this entertainment, but thank you. I'm just promoting a comeback dance thing. See, I heard she retired after falling ill, but she says she's back and planning a performance. We'll certainly not want to miss it. Oh, okay. They got that many doors going in and out. That makes sense. Yeah, she does the thing. He gives out food that I probably already have in my inventory. Fine footwork he got there. Reminds me of whole Tom Ezzy. Well, coincidence. She happens to be coming back. A comeback show, really? Time for drinking then. We best get ready for the show. Tech was like tired. How could you be tired from all that dancing? She's drawn quite a crowd. Even after all this time, her fans adore her. I've gotten a little carried away with my dancing, but people seem to enjoy it. Which hopefully means more people are attending the show. As we have time before the end of the show, now might be a good time to tell you more about how I started this business. Yeah, sure. Then my grandpa found himself in a tight corner once because of Gil. A long time ago before selling our land, before I was even born. Good aerial shot. Even when Usatawi was little more than a sparse collection of shops, it still saw its fair share of tradesmen passing through. My father and grandpa made their living catching and selling game to them for Pell. One day, when trying to sell more game, a merchant told him that Gil would soon become the currency of choice in Shaolani. that they'd better off exchanging all their pel for gil while there was still time. Unable to see through the lies, they played into the scheme, trading away all their hard-earned pel at horrible rates. Only a paltry sum of gil left to their names, they were at a loss. And they met the woman who would eventually be my mother. She was deeply moved by their plight, and so she lent them the money she had been saving to start a new life in Tuliolal. Can't put a price on such an act of selflessness. Why, when they learned that what the savings were for, they opened their home to her until they could repay their debt. We began a new life together. Years passed, and by the time the debt had been repaired, my parents had already fallen in love. A story my mother told me often as a child before bed, before they passed away. Not for my mother's kindness, I wouldn't be here. And all I've ever wanted was to follow in her footsteps. That's why I sold our land and started my business. Grandfather would understand if you bloody told him. Assuming he'll stop to listen. That's where you come in. Imagine it won't be much longer before Tom Ezzy is finished. Speak to my grandfather. I think by now you've seen all there is to my work. What the hell food item did we get? Spaghetti al olio e peperoncino. 2 types of oil to bring out the spice of the dragon peppers. Ah. Spaghetti with dragon peppers and oil. Out here. Yeah, there he is. What sort of trouble has my grandson been up to? He lends money. That's it. Dealing in loans and swindling people out of their pel, I'm sure. Gods, I thought we raised him better than that. You got it all wrong. He's helping people. Helping people with guilt? And he's over at the dance hall, right? I made up my mind. I need to see what's become of my grandson with my own eyes. I need to know he's alright. It'd be fine if I observe from a distance. Of course, these old bones don't move as fast as they used to. Go on ahead, I'll be right behind you. That's him. Let's get him. Show was a huge success. No thanks in no small part to your help. Here, as promised. It's far more than we agreed on. I can't accept this. Don't be silly. I only wish I had more to offer. I never have hoped to afford that medicine from Tuliolal, and I had made peace with the consequences of that, grim though as that may sound. But you wouldn't hear it. You loaned me the money I needed for treatment, and here I am, taking the stage again, a dream come true in every sense of the word. You've given me a second chance at life, and for that I'll be forever grateful. I've seen enough. Grandpa, what are you doing here? Wish to see what an upstanding individual my grandson's become, and thanks to the two of you, my heart is at ease. I carried so much resentment for those moneylenders. I assumed the worst when I heard about your job. I was blinded to the good you could do. people you could help, like your mother helped me and your father once upon a time. You reach out a hand to those who find themselves on the brink of ruin, and with the greatest of care you pull them back. I suppose I do, but I'm sorry I didn't talk to you sooner. I was convinced you'd be cross with me and didn't know how to broach the topic without upsetting you. So considerate. This town could stand to see a little more of that. I'd like to hear more about your job, if that's all right. After you finish work for the day, of course. Well, our business here is finished, so don't let me keep you. Go on and put that extra gil I gave you to good use at the saloon. Determined to see me keep it, aren't you? I suppose Grandpa and I have a lot of catching up to do. Go on ahead to the saloon. I need to speak with Frick for just a moment. Again, for all your help, it's more than a little shocked to see you here with Grandpa, but glad we've finally been able to talk. I owe you a great debt, Crick, and I'll do my damnedest to try and repay it someday. If you find yourself having trouble with coin, I hope you'll think to call on me. I don't know, I got 45.2 million gil. I think I'm good. Well, I'm guessing that finishes that quest chain. You don't give anything important, no. You were important either. Nope. Follow him. We are going to bother with the corn syrup. He's back up all the way, yeah, up here. Or was one of these two, I don't know. Or no, those are inside. We already looked at those. Corn servant. Oh, good to see you. Keeping your belly full throughout your adventures, I hope. Most terrible stomach rumbling drew me to this place, but I'm afraid I cannot yet make my presence known to the people here. Might I beg for your assistance? It is an otherwise strapping Kanawatan man in dire need of sustenance, if you would follow me. This one should be a quickie. It's rather dark about the hunger in his belly. Feel it? A foul wind sweeping across the wilds. Stings like this pain in my stomach every time I think about what I did. All I wanted was to get away from home and get out of inheriting that damn farm. Thought if I could find ceruleum out here, I'd strike it rich, so I used every pelt in my name to buy mining equipment. I started digging, day in and day out, hoping to find something. Anything to recoup what I'd lost. All I found since coming here is disappointment. Oh dear, his stomach is gripped by deepest despair. What he needs is something to rekindle the flame of hope in his belly. This should serve corn roasted with a fiery passion that burns in my bosom. Here, have some corn. Roasted corn? That takes me back. Ma used to cook this stuff all the time. God, I was such a horrible kid. Never listened, always complained. She loved me anyway. If anything happened to me out here, I don't want to think about it. I should go home and apologize. Maybe see about working out of those corn crops. Just like that. Life getting you down? Just eat some corn. That's all you gotta do. Thank goodness we arrived when we did. Roasted corn served well to help remedy what ails him so. Left unchecked, his frustration may well lead to anger he could unleash on himself or others. Full of belly, however, he had the clarity of mind to remember what matters most to him, his family. Rumbling of bellies has ceased here in Usatoi, and so I believe it is time I took my leave. Take care, my friend. Cool. 5 minutes. See if we can maybe do a little touch of the main story. I think I just need to talk to Aaronville here. Alrighty, Reno, thanks for watching. You have a good night. We'll do this last little stretch and then I'll probably wrap it up as well. And then, of course, that was it. I had a feeling that was going to be it. Yeah, I'll just wrap it up here. Oh, don't worry. I won't be staying up too late. Probably wrap up the stream at this point. Since my only viewer is taking his leave. Actually, is my retainers good? No, let's double check my retainers. Cool. That's dealt with. Alright. So yeah, that'll be the end of the stream for tonight. And close this out too. There we go. So yeah, that'll be the end of the stream for tonight. There will be a stream tomorrow though, where I believe I have planned. Yeah. We'll just continue on with Secret of Mana, so I'll probably do another hour of the 2018 remake and then an hour of the Super NES version, and then we might sneak in a third game in there, which again I would either lean towards Final Fantasy XIV or Cult of the Lamb, one of those two. We'll see. Do stick around though, because I would like to send you guys out on a raid. There's 3 people I see that I wouldn't mind doing a raid on. Yeah, I see 3 people. We could either raid good old Rare. I don't know what she's doing though. She's in the just chatting category. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know what she's doing. I don't think we're gonna raid her. She's doing something weird that has nothing to do with video games. We got the Bad Wolf, who actually happens to be a role-playing friend of mine on Final Fantasy XIV. They're playing Honkai Star Rail. And then we got the Duders. Sleepy's playing Aladdin. As soon as it loads up here. If it decides to load up, that is. Yeah, he's currently playing Aladdin. Well, right now he's on a BRB, but you know what? Let's raid Bad Wolf. Honkai Star Rail's kind of, well, I never played it, but it's kind of the same vein as Genshin Impact. I do want to show some support to my fellow RP friend. Still going. Yeah, they're still going. Okay. Feel free to join in on that raid. I'm sure they would appreciate it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So again, next stream will be tomorrow. Expect some more Secret of Mana and maybe some other game afterwards. So with all that said, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good night. Hope to see you all tomorrow. And please enjoy the Bad Wolf.